Chapter 428, For People. The scale-armored giant used his right hand to gently tap the arm rest. Looking at the broadcast of Luo Feng battling on the screen, he said softly, "He's using the 10,000 threads, and he's reached quite a high level." During the Universe Country internal selection, he didn't reveal any bit of Space Origin Law's comprehension. But now, he's able to use the 10,000 threads to such a level. This Luo Feng, still waters run deep. The scale-armored giant's lips curled slightly, with an interesting expression. The 10,000 threads technique, even though it's widely spread, however it's still usually spread amongst the Undyings. This Luo Feng actually has this technique, looks like his background isn't simple. Interesting, really interesting. I don't know which Undying from our Gonwu Universe Country, Undying or Sector Lord, nurtured such an exceptional disciple. The scale-armored giant was very clear. From the selection in the virtual universe, things like the Nanshan armament and the Dark Cloud shuttle etc. were all easily picked by the participants' choices. However, the training and techniques were all their own. In reality, to be able to acquire the 10,000 threads technique. In the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, less than 100 people had the ability or right to get it. The Undyings from the different universe countries were considered calm and collected. Those participants that had been kicked out early in the training space, however, were agitated and jealous. Luo Caxiu, your Gonwu Universe Country really has many strong geniuses. That savage Rong Jun is ranked at 13th overall. As for that madman Luo Feng, no one noticed him at first, however he's already made it to rank 42. No matter how you look at it, these two are definitely entering the core of the Virtual Universe Company. Madman is quite a vicious person from our Gonwu Universe Country. I heard that at the start of the elimination he wasn't rushed to, and only unleashed everything towards the end. Over 1 million participants were watching the screen in the center of the plaza. There were only 4 screens left. Because there remained only 4 people in the training spaces. The Virtual Universe Company website had just published a latest broadcast. This time's genius competition, at the current moment, there are 4 that have yet to die within the training spaces. They are: from the Noah Universe Country, Death God Bolin. From the Nine Flames Universe Country, the Blood Tip Candida. From the Ancient Will Universe Country, the Blade of Life Yi Feng. From the Gonwu Universe Country, Madman Luo Feng. Follow EU Stories at n/VELB/in.com. Death God Bolin is wearing an eternal white cloth, hauling an eternal blood-red blade. This training space, from the beginning he's been in the lead. However, since the second tower began, his speed declined greatly and he has slowed down a lot. There was even once when someone overtook him. However, right now he's the overall number 1. His points far exceed the second rank. Blood Tip Candida, this tall and sturdy wild youth, seemingly a fighter, however in truth he's a powerful spirit reader controller. Using one of the 9 godly controller weapons, the Blood Tip armament, he was at the bottom towards the beginning of the training space stage. However, as time passed, he continued to head towards the higher levels and had great progress. Right now he's ranked at 43, he's long been accepted into the core of the Virtual Universe Company. The Blade of Life Yi Feng, this small and skinny punk, is actually a shockingly powerful fighter. His blade represents the beauty of life itself. His face always carrying a bashful expression. At the start of the stage he was at the bottom. However, right now he's made it to a very high level and currently ranked over 45. similarly earning the right to enter the core of the Virtual Universe Company. Madman Luo Feng, similar to Candida and Yi Feng, was at the bottom at the beginning. However, he has showcased shocking speed, progressing through the levels. However, the main difference between him and the other two is, Luo Feng's battle techniques brings along with him a bone-chilling bloodthirst. His eyes are cold and carry the look of brutality and slaughter. He is indeed a madman. And right now his overall rank is 42, earning the right to enter the core of the Virtual Universe Company. This time's genius competition is definitely considered one of the highest in quality. In the training space, the absolute geniuses all revealed their true powers, surprising us all. And right now, with only 4 absolute geniuses remaining on the day they are kicked out of the training space, that would be the end of the training space stage as well. Let us all wish the 4 absolute geniuses to bring us even more surprises. There was a total of 5 parts to the latest broadcast. While explaining the 4 geniuses remaining, the other 4 parts were individually special broadcasts for each genius. The entire human race from the 1008 universe countries, trillions of galaxies with tens of millions of human races, countless humans were all waiting in anticipation and nervousness. Luo Feng. Luo Feng. Luo Feng. The Ganwu universe country had erupted. The Black Dragon Mountain Empire was even crazier. Madman Luo Feng, Madman Luo Feng. On the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, it was frequently seen that many people were before the screens on the streets, raising their wine glasses and shouting excitedly and roaring, all cheering for Luo Feng. He's from our Black Dragon Mountain Empire. He's from our Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Luo Feng. He's from our Black Dragon Mountain Empire, who is an absolute genius after 1 trillion years. He'll definitely become a strong warrior within the universe. I always believe. There were many disappointed people before from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, however, with his rank raising rapidly, many people had been stunned. With his rank rising greatly, rushing into the top 10,000, top 5,000, top 1,000, top 500 and top 100. It was a straight path upwards. Finally lighting the flame of passion within the trillions of people within the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. My God, in the vast universe of human-owned territories, the Black Dragon Mountain star field was indeed nothing but a small dot, not noticeable at all. Who would have thought this time that an absolute genius would arise from their little spot and compete with the other pinnacle geniuses altogether? Madness. The entire empire was in madness. Especially when Luo Feng was confirmed to have the right to enter the core of the Virtual Universe Company. Even the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's emperor made a whole celebration for it. That was the core of one of the 5 great leviathans of the human race. In terms of position and power, it was thousands to tens of thousands of times bigger than the imperial family of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Luo Feng. Madman Luo Feng. Go. Rush into the top 10, rush to number 1. The Black Dragon Mountain Empire's citizens had totally lost it, especially the countless youths who were blindly devoted to worshipping Luo Feng. At this time, Luo Feng was the idol of all the citizens in the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Within the specially opened space for the Genius Competition Center Plaza, over 1 million geniuses from the 1008 universe countries watched the 4 screens in mid-air. The utmost left screen, even the undyings in the huge thrones were all watching that one screen. When that blood-red slash sliced past the Bug Clan Queen's weak body, the entire plaza let out a suppressed shocked sound. My God! That death god Bolin has already passed the 6th tower. That's crazy. Right now, from ranks 2 to 6, they all died at the first level of the 6th tower. And this death god Bolin actually passed all 7 levels, completing the entire 6th tower. His points will leave everybody far behind. Too strong. Looking at the white-robed blood-red blade human silhouette, all the geniuses felt a sense of envy within them. If the other geniuses could bear with it, it could be said that this death god Bolin had completely exceeded all the different geniuses from the universe country's expectations. Altogether, death god Bolin was so strong he made others despair. Training space. A meteorite in the universe had 7 towers, and within the 5th tower, the 4th level. Who? Standing on the dark cloud shuttle, moving as fast as lightning, becoming a peculiar arc beam of light bending 12 times and directly dodging from the surrounding flying monkeys, leaving behind 4 images in mid-air. Luo Feng discovered the screen of his wrist moving. Looking down on the screen, the rankings displayed the remaining 4 people still in the training space, and with the movement it meant that there was some change. Number 1 Bolin, Noah Universe Country, points, 7,777,770,000. Number 2 Gu Si Luo, Emu Universe Country, points, 1,682,970,000. The screen displayed the top 100, in which included Luo Feng and the 4. Bolin, Yifeng, Candida, and himself. That death god Bolin? Luo Feng's expression changed. He actually made it through the 6th tower. From the points he could deduce, ranks 2 to 6 were all eliminated in the first level of the 6th tower. Every tower had 7 levels and every level had the same number of points. Hence, even though the difficulty of each level increased, however the increase itself wasn't that huge. The great jump was when one moved to a new tower. Just like the first level of the 6th tower, the points was 10 times that of the 7th level of the 5th tower. With so many more points, the difficulty too rose greatly. Hence, from ranks 2 to 6, they all made it to the 6th tower. If they were able to make it past the first level, it meant they had more hope of making it through level 2 and 3. Who knows whether he'll be able to make it through the first level of the 7th tower? Luo Feng thought, if he's able to do even that, then that's just too terrifying. In an instant, the over million geniuses in the plaza, along with the 1008 Undyings and even other Undyings, were watching the broadcast. Undyings had the privilege to watch the broadcast. He's made it to level 7 of the 6th tower, and it still seems easy for him. However, with every tower, the difficulty greatly rises. The first level of the 7th tower, compared to the 7th level of the 6th tower, is much harder by a few times. Who knows if he'll be able to make it through? Countless people were staring and watching. Passing the 6 towers before brought his score to 7.7 billion. And right now the 7th tower, just the first level alone, gave 10 billion. The high points represented the difficulty too. Too scary. The blood-hairy mammoth from the 7th tower is actually so strong. 10,000 of them, I think every one of them has the power of the top 100. The spectating geniuses were all shocked. The difficulty of the 7th tower was an extreme leap. The 10,000 blood-hair mammoths from the first level, all their attacks were infused with origin laws and were extremely powerful. He's injured. Bolin is injured. Death God Bolin was injured for the first time. Explosion. Continuously passing the 6 towers, the relaxed Death God Bolin finally unleashed his true terrifying strength. Even the Virtual Universe Company and the other 4 great Leviathans, many powerful people who could shake the entire universe, were all watching this battle. After all, the 7th tower's difficulty was set so that a star level had absolutely no chance of passing. They could only watch how this Death God Bolin was going to perform now.